Hi my loves, Frankie Jay here. This video will be all about the apps and bots that you can use to make your camming experience on Chaturbate a lot smoother and easier for you. I got a little bit of a request in order for me to go into a little bit of detail about the apps and bots itself. So the way that you access your apps and bots is if you go onto broadcast yourself and then scroll all the way down, you'll hit this bit. So there is one app and 3 bots. My advice would be for the actual app, use a tip goal panel, a Love Sense stream if you are using the Love Sense toys like the Lush 2, the Nora and the Dummy. And then your second bot will be an all-in-one bot, which I will go through in a minute. And then your last 2 will be for your games. That's the most easiest setup that I've personally used since I've been using Chaturbate from day one. And it's so much easier to use. So in order for you to get these started is you click on choose an app. And here are the apps. So the ones that I would suggest you using are the tip goals, the Love Sense stream if you've got a tip interactive toy. You've got the crazy tickets, which are basically you sell tickets in order for you to do a hidden show. That's basically pretty much it for that. The goal counter MMB, I personally know Mo, and that's a really awesome one. I've personally used that before. But the ones that I normally use are the tip goal panel and the Love Sense stream. They're the ones that I personally use, and they've never faulted me. The tip goal panel looks like this. So tokens, top off at whatever tokens you've got. You can put your goal into whatever you please, but you need to make sure that the hashtags are in the goal description. That's super important, and that's pretty much it for that. As I said, it's super important that you put the tip goal panel or the crazy tickets or anything like that to do with collecting tips as your active app, so it's number one separate and it's easy for you to gain access to. That's what I personally would suggest. The second one, you can choose an all-in-one, which I personally use because it's so much easier for me to actually have all my data in one place. But if you wish, you can actually separate them. So the rotating notifier, you've got your tip menu that you can have separate if you did want to have all that data in one go. You can also have let me see what else is there. An automated tip thank you, that's also in there as well. Now, welcome and follow me, that's also in there too. I mean, this is the one that I personally use, and it's got all my information on there that I need. If I do want to edit something out, I can do. So the personalisation, my colour scheme is pink and purple, so I'll put it as purple. I'm not going to go into much detail because obviously this is for me. The ones that I would suggest you using are the Tip King and the all-time Tip King. So my one is the King of the North, which is basically the King of the Night. Leaderboard, yeah, you want to use that so people can see, oh yeah, somebody's tipped this, I might as well tip that so I can be first. Tip menu, tip messages, sorry. Thank you for tipping. The colour scheme is normally yellow and black, but because obviously I've customed it, my tip messages are a highlight of light purple and a font colour of dark purple, but that's entirely up to you. The actual tip notices that you will receive are always in on black. There's nothing you can do about it, which kind of sucks. Nicknames, I've got Real Girl Frankie because that's what my people call me. Let's go all the way down because, yeah. And then your rotating notifiers are your rules. So you want to put anything that is unique to you in your cam to put it in there. So like, don't forget to follow me. If you do have a Pornhub, you can advertise it via that. If you do have a ManyVids, you can advertise that using the notifying rotations, which are super handy. The intervals you can increase to like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever you see fit. That's entirely up to you. If you don't like it, or if it's being too slow, you can always increase it. You can have no tips, no requests or demands without a tip. That's also a given. You can put that in there as well. And then the most important thing is the tip menu. So obviously mine is themed. Mine's pink fonts and pink glitter. And then this is my actual tip menu itself. By all means, you can have this as a separate bot. You can also have the rotating notifiers as a separate bot. But I personally use this all in one because A, it's an all in one, and B, it's so much easier for me personally to use. If you do want to edit something out, all you have to do is go in there and get rid of something and then add something back in. That will be automatic for you. So once you come out of this and you go restart all in one, it will come up, scroll all the way down and just say start bot. And then these two I personally have for games. There are certain games that you can have, like Russian roulette, a token keno, which is if you've got numbers, say like 1 to 50, and somebody tips you 49, and you've put 49 as your number, they can win a prize, and it will also count it down. So if somebody's tipped 50, it will put a cross in 50, so no one can tip 50 again to win that prize. Obviously, they can tip 50 for whatever you've set it as in your tip menu, but if they want to try the token keno, obviously 50 is now gone. There are also Blackjack, Spin the Wheel, Wheel of Fortune, as I said, Russian roulette, token keno. You've got a Q&A that I recently found, which might be helpful to you guys who are new, which means people can tip you for a certain question and only they can show the answer or see the answer. Token polls are really handy for couple shows in order for them to ejaculate where on the woman. My best friend uses that. That's also handy for her and her partner. Token polls are also handy if you want to ask a question about a custom content video, what videos you want to like your viewers to see. You can put that in there. Should I get a new outfit? Yes or no? Should I trim like my pubic hair? Yes or no? It's entirely up to you what you want to use in that token poll, but there are options for that as well. That's all really for it. My advice, as I said, you've also got a roll of dice, which I personally use, and that's bloody amazing. And also the Pokédex is because I'm a 31-year-old child. That's the reason why I use the Pokédex. Spin the wheel. You've got this one, which if I launch it, I've never used these before. So you've got enter a prize. Minimum spit, maximum is 1 every 6 minutes to advertise it. So you can have a small wheel or a large wheel. I mean, spin the wheel, Russian roulette, and roller dice are pretty much the same concepts. You can also use battleships, which I've done in the past. That didn't personally work for me. But the good thing about the apps and bots itself on Chaturbate is it's all trial and error. See what works for you, and if you don't like one that is not working for you, all you have to do is change it to something else. For your tip menu, I can go into it in much more detail if you want me to. I was going to, but then this got requested instead. But that's about it. Please don't get intimidated about the apps and bots. They're super easy to use once you've got the hang of it. I mean, once you've put all the information in that you want the information in, all you have to do is click on it and say start app, and it's job done. That's pretty much it. I mean, obviously chop and change whenever you please. I mean, you can do a new game every single week to keep your regulars more entertained if you wish. that's pretty much it when it comes to the apps and bots. I mean, yeah, as I said, my advice would be the active app would be the tip goal, so you can keep that separate completely. And then bot one will be the all-in-one bot if you wanted to, or you can have just a tip menu, you can have just the rotating notifier and don't have a tip menu. It's entirely up to you how you want to run your cam. Just make sure that it's unique and safe to you, and obviously don't take any bullshit and things like that. And then the remaining two will be for your games. But that's pretty much it. I mean, I can go into more detail about each of the apps and bots if you want me to. Please comment down below if you will. But yeah, as I said, it's just trial and error. Literally, don't start broadcasting first. You can always restart. You can always use an app in your preview, and if you don't like the look of it, you can always change it for something else. That's a good thing about Chaturbate. You can use whatever you want in the preview, and if you, as I said, if you don't like the look of it, just change it. It's absolutely fine. I mean, hopefully that is a little bit of a guide about the tip menu, how to set it up, and how to set up the apps and bots. So I will probably close this video right now. So if you've got any more suggestions on videos, please let me know in the comments down below. For my free cams, it's completely different. Using OBS, it's MFC alerts and Chaturbate, which I will get into in a separate video. Please be aware that I am actually retired from my free cams because it was shit, literally shit. So I switched to Chaturbate, and Chaturbate has been actually quite good for me, and so has Cam 4. But if you wanted me to do an in-depth video about my free cams alerts, I will do. But I think that's pretty much it when it comes to the tip goal and all-in-one bots and things like that. So I will close this video. So take care, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Hopefully it won't be a voiceover. So take care, guys. See you guys soon.